Well, hello everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Deborah Cameron, and today we're going to be talking about how to establish healthy boundaries. Boundaries seems to be a problem for a lot of people. How do I tell someone no? How can I best protect myself from overdoing too much? Always saying yes. Essentially, learning how to say perhaps or even no. So, what would this look like? Well, several years ago, I established the concept of the three treasures. In order to establish healthy boundaries, it's perhaps a good idea to set your priorities first. So, what are your given priorities in any day? Priorities for your life. You can look at it from the grand scale or just honing into each moment of your day. What's my priority right now? What is it that I am needing to focus on? And so I gently lead people into the concept of putting yourself as a top priority. Well, society may look at that as being selfish. How dare you, really? Put yourself as a top priority. You see, all too often we end up putting way too much on our plate. We end up perhaps getting resentful about all of the things on our plate. And we're certainly not going to say no to anyone because that might risk that person not loving you. Have you ever stopped to think about that? That if you do and give all of the time, you're actually giving yourself away. There's no juice, so to speak, left for you. And so you may end up feeling very drained. So I like to think of this as the care first principle. That if you are looking after you in the course of your day in terms of the giving and the receiving aspect of life, then could it be that in doing so, you have more energy? You feel even more productive, but in a gentler way. And so, treasure number one, setting your priority. And if you actually hear yourself saying, well, I'm my top priority today, that in putting yourself first, you're going to be amazed how many people you can be there for. But the second treasure is establishing healthy boundaries. And so the healthy boundaries is where we actually do say no at times. So maybe you've set a lunch date with a friend and you've got so much on your calendar that day. And maybe something happened the day before where you're needing time to reflect a little bit for yourself. So that's where you call the friend and you gently say, I need to set my priorities today. I kind of need to look after myself. I've had a bit of trauma in the last few days. I'm just needing to rest. And you will be amazed at the reciprocation process of how you actually become a teacher to that person, where the person goes, gee, I haven't looked at it that way before myself. Maybe I need to make a little more time for myself. So then we move into the third treasure, which is clear communication. So how can you relay what your healthy boundary needs to be in the shortest, fewer words spoken possibility? You don't have to explain yourself away in life. I've had to learn this the hard way myself. You actually can be right to the point and say, I just have too much on my plate today. Let's set up another time to have lunch. Or saying no to a neighbor that maybe drawing on your energy a lot. We have to actually learn how to make deposits and withdrawals from our energy bank. And so consider this. Set your priorities, write your priorities down and see where you fall in that priority list. And if you're down at the bottom, I suggest you move up to the top. Go and get that massage. Go for a long walk on your own. Contemplate your blessings. Set those healthy boundaries with very clear communication, and you may find things begin to shift in your life dramatically. So thank you so much for joining me today. It's always my pleasure. Please visit my YouTube channel, my playlist, and you can find that on my website, www.beyondemotionalblueprint.com. Thank you so much. Bye for now.